Hello, and welcome to another edition of Day Drinking with Kevin. Tonight, for one of our customers at the Wine House in Fairfax, we're going to be opening up a bottle of 1900 Madeira. And I thought, why not actually put a video of this experience together? Because I think fortified wines in general are an underappreciated category of wines. I can't wait to share this with you. So, Madeira is a very unique wine. In fact, how it actually came to be is they used to use it in the ballast of ships. And they would use that to kind of balance the ships, and as they sailed around the Horn of Africa to the East Indies, they realized the wine was much better when it got there than when it started. So now they've continued this tradition of Madeirization, or heating up the wine, to create a very special rock-solid wine. This particular wine is one of 4 different levels of sweetness in Madeiras that start with Cercial and Verdelho and end up with Malvasia and Boal, and these are really just delicious wines. Now, I don't recommend this, but this is so rock solid and battle tested, you could put this in the back of your car in August for the entire month, and it would probably still be delicious. Let's not do that, though. So today, we're going to make sure we have all our components. We call this mise en place, and this is a way just to make sure that we haven't forgotten anything before we start opening this wine. First of all, I have a special tool that we're going to use to open this bottle called a Durand. And this is a combination of a corkscrew and an also that allows us to make sure that we don't shred the cork. Next, I make sure that I have a decanter, a funnel, and a bottle of rainwater Madeira so that once we've decanted the wine, we can actually double decant it back into the bottle. And we're going to use this wine to kind of wash out the remaining sediment at the bottom of the bottle. Finally, we're going to decant this bottle over a candle. And we use that candle to kind of look for where that sediment is starting in the shoulder of the bottle and, make sure that, that we're not putting anything in wine that we don't want to. So let's get started, shall we? These bottles are so incredibly rare, and it is definitely a special occasion that we're opening these. But I like to Madeiras because they have that unique flavor of hazelnut and caramel and dried nuts and dried fruits, and they really are pretty incredible when it comes to their overall flavor profile. And today we have actually prepared a special cheese plate for you that will highlight all of those different flavors that we have in the wine. So, with regards to the also, the first thing we do is take the corkscrew and we latch it into the cork so that the cork doesn't go into the bottle. This is very important because, especially with older corks or maybe corks that have been dried out, this is a good way to make sure the cork doesn't slip into the wine. Next, we're going to take the also and we're going to shimmy the also down the side of the cork opposite of where the corkscrew component is. And we're just shimmying side by side, just like this, very gently, not trying to push the cork into the wine at all, okay, but using it as a guide until we get it all the way down. You'll actually know that it's locked in when you see the cork actually indent into the bottle just a little bit. Finally, all we have to do is pull the cork and turn all together like this, and you can see the cork is coming up. That is absolutely a magnificent shape. I'm going to keep this for you. Next, we're going to decant the wine, and we're going to use the candle. We're going to hold the decanter at an angle and the bottle at the angle, and we're going to actually look through the shoulder of the bottle for any sediment that might appear. This is not something we have to rush. We're going to take our time. This is a very special wine. It's been sitting here for quite a long time waiting for us to do this. So we're going to give it all the time it needs. I can see the very light color, and I can already smell the aromas of the wine just gasping to get out of that bottle. I can already tell this is going to be amazing. As I said, what I'm doing is I'm looking at the shoulder of the bottle. As we get closer to the end, we'll actually be able to see where the sediment has come and stop the pouring at that point. And that's right about there. All right, we will dump the sediment into here. And then what I'm going to do is use some rainwater to just rinse the sediment out so that we can put the Madeira back in the bottle. Just going to swirl that around a little bit. Make sure we get all the sediment off the sides. Most of them are in the bottom. And there you have it. We're going to let this wine decant for a little while, and we'll be back to show you how to put it back in the bottle. After the wine is decanted for quite a while, now we're going to put it back in the bottle. When you get here this evening, I want to pour it from the bottle because this is really the special part of the experience. We've already removed the sediment, so we're not really worried about that now. We're simply slowly pouring it back in the bottle, and it will be ready. I can't tell you how amazing this wine smells right now. Caramel, hazelnuts, dried fig. It is really going to be delicious. If there is any remaining sediment in the bottle, we'll leave it there. And that's all there is to it. When our customers arrive, I immediately start talking about the history of Madeira and what makes this wine so special. But most importantly, when you have an outstanding wine like a 1900 Madeira, you want to talk about its balance and length and intensity and complexity and how each one of those components, like a choir, make beautiful music together. But more importantly, we want our customers to be able to evaluate its color, its nose, its palate, and see for themselves that this is going to be a really special experience. And we create a custom plate that has all of the different flavors they're going to experience this evening, from hazelnut to fig to almond to nutty in the cheese. With each flavor, we take a sample of the Madeira, then we try the individual flavor, and then we sample the Madeira again. This gives everybody an opportunity to see for themselves how each component provides that different layer of complexity in the wine. But the most important part of the Madeira experience is in enjoying it with your friends, savoring each sip and creating the memories that will last a lifetime. I know for me, some of the aged Madeiras like this 1900 are some of the most special bottles I've ever had, and I want to thank you for enjoying them with us tonight. If you're looking for a special Madeira experience, contact me at the Wine House in Fairfax. We have all kinds of years, maybe a birthday, an anniversary, or you want to experience a special wine like the 1900 we shared tonight. Well, thank you for sharing this very special episode, and if you like this episode, consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you have comments, please leave them down below. Until next time, this is Kevin McGuire saying, salute.